Well, hello, crafty beavers. This is Allie Renee's Copious Spare Time. I'm Allie Renee. This is episode 14, I believe. It has been about a month. I think I last posted one on December 2nd. So, yeah, I actually have some finishes. Shock. I have some whips, I have some new starts. I have some haul. We'll see how much of it I can fit in before I'm overwhelmed. And yeah, just stuff. It is January 3rd right now. My vacation is rapidly ending. I have to go back to work soon. Actually, I've already been back to work a little bit, but officially back to work. We had a nice holiday, but it's never enough break and it's never enough time to get all the stuff that you thought you were going to get done, like clean out your closet and clean everything and just clean in general. And I didn't do any of that. Right now I'm recording. This is my guest room, which I have yet to hang. We moved in like 2 years ago. I've yet to hang anything on the walls in here, so it's looks like I'm in a hotel. Uh, but it was brighter in here and less cluttered than my stitching room, which is a big old mess at the moment. So I thought this would be a better place to record and get some of this done so I can get an episode out in time. Anyway, so let me share with you some of my projects. I attended the Jingle Ball hosted by Lindy Stitches for the first time, and I had signed up a little late, like only with like about I kind of forgot about it and then watched because I was super busy. Like this fall was crazy, which I think I mentioned in the last video, but it got really intense where I was barely even watching Flosstube. I didn't get to stitch a lot, and then like um I signed up for it like I don't know, I think like 2 weeks before it was held. So and then I signed up for three classes like a crazy person. Like I was going to finish those projects and I did not finish. I only finished one in time to do the finish during the class. But I managed to finish the second one just after, and I'm still working on the third. So the first fully finished object that I have is this one. This is oh, I just forgot Bryson Bentley Badger, I think. And yeah, I finished it. I totally just forgot the name of who did this too. Pumpkin Creek, maybe something pumpkin frosted pumpkin. That's it. And I think he's very cute. I mean, I thought he was fun because Badger and I work at UW Madison, which is Badgers our thing here. So I finished it a little different. They had the finish was to be like a flat fold where it like did like a V, kind of like a picture, and I just did it flat. I'm just gonna hang it. I put a magnet, and you can't really see it. There's a magnet in here because I'm going to hang this in my office, and my office has like 1960s metal shelving, so he will just like magnetize right to my office shelves. I thought it'd be cute. I used little like this is some little puffy ball fringe that I bought from I think I got it at AliExpress, like a huge wad of it for very cheap. And then I was planning to dye some of it too, but I thought this was good and white. So very first, my first, I did this on, oh, I didn't tell you any of the specs. It's on 14 count. You can't really see it. It's that opalescent Ada. It's sparkly. And then this was dyed by me, in like blues and purples and stuff. So yeah, there you go. Okay, so that Bryson was my first finish. I mean, I think this is the first finish of the year. Fully right in time for the end of the year, right? So there's that one. Next, I also signed up for the Tiny Modernist Gingerbread House, and I finished that one. Now, this one I didn't finish in time to finish it during the class. I just was stitching on it furiously during the class. And then here's my finish. Here's this side, here, the back, and here. And then I finished it. I used this is some like stretched knit that I had. And then I added that dingle ball fringe in all around the two front pieces. And then I put there's pink felt on the bottom of it. And I used some cardboard that I had or some mat board. It wasn't like archival mat. Oh no, I did. Went and got the mat board from the I went to the there's an art store frame store in Stoughton, right in downtown, where we've gotten things framed before. I've never had my stitching frame because I haven't finished anything yet. But I went in there and I'm like, do you happen to have scraps of mat board that you could sell me? Because I need some just little pieces. And He's like, do I? And then he like sold me a piece for like $1. A big piece of mat board. He's like, I have tons of this. I throw it out all the time. I'm like, I will come and buy some whenever I have a project that needs finishing. He's like, what color you want? I'm like, I don't know, white, cream. He's like, I have about 30 shades of white downstairs. I'm like, anything is fine. It's literally gonna get covered. So anyway, so I think he's very cute. I thought about putting beads and stuff on the top, and then I'm like, just settle down. Just finish something and you can do a fancier one later. I opted to not do all of the back stitching that was on here. I did some of it, but not all of it, because some of it I just didn't like. There was back stitching that was supposed to go up here, like around the this stuff, and I just didn't. I'm like, I don't think it needs it. So I did some of it, but not all of it. So anyway, yeah. So there you go. Second finish. I forgot to tell you what this was made on, and this was 28 count casual linen fiber on a whim in the color muted Sedona. I just used a little bit of it. So, and this is something I think I had bought this on cheap from Fat Quarter Shop in one of their daily flash sales. So it worked. It was good. Another thing that I had just started doing as a part of my New Year's is instead of, I was going to buy a book of days and then realized you have like 1,000 notebooks in your house that are empty notebooks. Because I used to bullet journal pretty religiously, but then, and used to use that to keep track of my calendar and schedule and all that stuff and take notes in. But then my new job kind of requires me to have my all of my stuff in Outlook calendar. So I was really kind of getting annoying to have to like keep a Outlook calendar and a paper calendar. So I kind of gave up on bullet journaling, but I missed it. And I thought, well, hey, maybe I can alter bullet journaling as a way to keep track of my stitching. So what I've done now is I have like for my index, I have all the projects written out and what page they're on. And then I've trying to keep track of like when I started something or if I remember. I've also been throwing stickers on things. Um, any changes I've made, if I've made a mistake and know I have to go back and fix it, I've done that. And yeah, I'm just like keeping track of things this way. When I finish something, I'm making a note of it. So that's like the Christmas chicken page. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. Spoiler. Um, and yeah, I'm just like using this. And then I've also started to do at the beginning of January, which was 2 days ago, I created a January at a glance page. And now I'm writing down which projects I worked on that day. And then I'm also noting on the project page what day I worked on it and notes and stuff. So we'll see. This felt good and natural to me and makes me kind of excited. I love to like check something off a list or take a note, and this felt satisfying. So moving on to the next finish, which you just spoiled a bit, is Beloved Christmas Chicken. And so Christmas Chicken is by Artsy Housewife. And I finished this on 12/20. I started this in July of this year. And then I bought a frame at Goodwill on 12/21 and then framed it on 12/23. I did my first attempt at lacing in the back, and then I'll cover. I have to like move this to the top or put a wire across here so I can hang it. Right now it's just been sitting on a mantle. And I mean, I didn't do the best job. I can see where it's like it's already gotten a little, I can see where it's like a touch wrinkly in the thing. I need to stretch it a little better, but you know, it actually, I don't see that when I look at it in person. I can see it on camera though, but not when I'm looking at it with the naked eye, which is interesting. So anyway, I'm very pleased with them. And I don't think I did a half bad job framing. And it's not a bad frame. And it was like $3. So, Anyway, so Christmas chicken. So I finished him in time for Christmas. I was very excited. So now I have to find my next chicken-based project. Or I suppose I can finish Le Poulet Pin Keep. I'm still working on that. Anyhow, okay, so then I have a bunch of other new starts. So I will start with those. So then on another thing from Jingle Ball, I will show you two things. Um, is when I did Jingle Ball patterns, like for Bryson, I made myself a card. I'm trying to like slowly put my all my skeins onto drops and then make a master set, but it's taking forever. And also all my skeins of floss are in various project bags. So I'm trying to do this method now. So when I have a project, create a little card and then put the little symbols on it and then put the floss I need. And then when I'm done, I can put this back on the master floss drop is what she thinks is going to happen. Also, I found this very satisfying to do. So, I've done the same, this is my last Jingle Ball project, which is the Blue Flower Festive Forest, which this was the most ambitious of all of the Jingle Ball projects. So why I thought I could finish this, I don't know. I made a little fella. I had this thing and I put all the floss on this Mr. Butterfly and it's numbered. So then I had to go and then write the number on the pattern of like which was the corresponding color, thread color. Um, I managed to like transpose one of them though, so like my little sections look a little off. I mean, color wise, it's just slightly different. So here is my progress on Festive Forest. Hold on. Here we go. So I've got one of this like I don't know, it's not like a decahedron. I don't know. It's like eight, I think, or seven. I'm not sure what this shape is. It's gonna make a little like kind of muffin shape. And I've got some of it done. I mean, I'm enjoying this. This is really fun to do. It's just a lot of stitching. So, and I'm doing this is on the same opalescent Ada that I dyed in this. It's got like blues and purples and greens. And so this is the same thing I did Bryson Bentley on. And yeah, and I think it'll be pretty when it's done. And it was, I had it in stash. This was all stash. I think I had to buy this one, I had to buy three colors for it. I did it in DMC and there was three colors that I was missing, like some of the greens that I was missing that I had to go buy. So this was all stash. So I felt pretty good about myself there. And I like this one isn't so Christmassy that I don't think I won't. I mean, I think you can get away with working on this all the time and even leaving it out all the time because it doesn't scream like Christmas to me, or holiday to me. And it's pretty. It's an interesting stitch. So there you go. That was a new start and a new method of keeping two new methods of keeping things straight, which is using my little book and using my making little floss cards. I might try to get some more cute ones to do it on because I like the cute ones. Although it's nice with the paper ones, then you can write on it. Yeah. Other new starts. I started another artsy housewife. This is the gorgeous raven. I'm keeping it in a very sexy Ziploc bag. So I started this the other day. I'm using some of the called fors and a lot of like just things from my stash, trying to be economical. And then this is fabric that I had in some even weave that I dyed myself that I got in a thrift store kit. And this is as far as I got, is a little bit of the bird, the raven. I was trying to do an outline so I could just do a ton of fill in. And this fabric is not wide enough to fit this pattern. So what I'm gonna do is just do the bird and this little rose and the little leaf motif, and then I'm going to repeat that at the bottom the same way. So I'm going to just make it longer and then eliminate these two here. If that makes sense. And I was thinking of finishing it like a hanging banner kind of thing. Potentially, we'll see how it goes. But that's that. I'm altering a little bit to fit the fabric that I had and using stash thread. I'm trying to be because I went on like a crazy purchase spree post election, which I talked about a little bit in the last video, but I bought even more after that. So I'm trying to be like, listen, girl, you need to sew what you have, stitch what you have, and then you can buy. Then maybe you can buy some more stuff. You start. This is the Taco Mill Hill kit. So I did this on New Year's Eve in a bar. So not too bad for a cocktail start. Yeah. So there's that one. I think. Oh, then the last new start is the best and is my favorite thing ever in the history of things. And that is I'm pretty sure I had showed you that I bought this pattern Sir Thomas, who I've been vaguely obsessed with. So when my mother asked me what I want for Christmas, I said, "You can buy me the Sir Thomas threads that I need." So I sent her to the website and she bought me floss, the Sullivan's floss pack, which I've never used Sullivan's before. It's a little cheaper than Whimsey. Here it is on a little, so this is a wood. I know, I think I got this on AliExpress, like a laser cut thread holder thing. And it still doesn't have enough to fit all these. So some of these are like doubled up on here. So I had to like indicate that on the chart, like which hole it's in and what color it was. So yeah, so there's all the Sullivan's floss, which seems to be fine. I don't seem any, it might be slightly less like silky, shiny, but I don't have any problem stitching it. It doesn't seem to knot so much. Here's the little all the fancy threads, which I had not sewn with these yet. The petite treasure braids and the silk lame braid. Boy, do I enjoy it. It was fun. I really like it. This was the Sullivan's floss. And then it came in that. And then here's the little bead pack because he a fancy turkey, Sir Thomas. And so the fancy threads, the bead pack, and the Sullivan's floss pack was about $100 altogether. I bought myself the fabric that I got because Sir Thomas is wider. The pattern calls for a 28 count. I think it's on Jobelin that is the called for, and it needs a special cut because it's wider than a typical fat quarter. But I managed to find so like you could get it from Glendon Place, but their website was funky and not working for me. So I just got tired of dealing with that. So I ended up finding on Fat Quarter Shop a 28 count light ash Lugana by Zweigart that was cut white, had a wide, the measurements were wide enough that he would fit on there with a 2-inch border. So I did that because it was at least 21 inches as opposed to usually they're like 18 by 27. He was like 20. This cut was like 21 by 27. And it was in the called for is like a silver color or something, platinum maybe. Yeah. And so it would this would fit. And yeah, China Pearl is what it was called for. So this was light ash, was similar in color and was actually really not expensive. It was like $12. It was a pretty good deal. So here is the progress that I made. I basically been can't like stop thinking about this. And so I've made some decent progress on it. This it's I don't know. I just am really loving it. Here is Here he is. I'm sewing in hand, so it's probably gonna look horrible when I'm done. And of course, you cannot see any of the sparkle on this. So like all of this, like all that aqua is like a shiny silver lame, and then there's it right here. There's a bunch of like gold, bronzy colors. I don't know. But it's so fun to do so far. I'm really enjoying it. These um these like little stripy feathers are getting a little annoying, and I'm almost done with them, and I'm gonna be very glad about that. But otherwise, yeah. So I can't wait to finish him. I've been watching a bunch of other Flosstubers videos where they show their finishes of Sir Thomas, and I'm like, I cannot wait. He's gonna be so beautiful. And I kind of like only want to do fancy ladies and fancy birds from now on. I want to do a whole series of beady birds. I think it would be a good time. That'll be my wish list. Okay, I think that's it for new starts. Now I have some whips to show. Well, I guess I can show you this first. I did another thing I did is the other day my husband, one of my Christmas presents was to get me a class in at the Spry Whimsey, which is my local yarn store, fiber art store that's right in town. And he got me a tablet weaving class because I remember I bought a tablet loom from I think it's Wild Stitchery is the company that makes them. And I bought it last year and I've done a couple of braids on it or weaves on it. And now I took a class which was helpful just to get some more solid techniques. And this is the result of my braid from class. This was doing a 3-color tablet pattern. So it's enough to do like a bag handle or make a lanyard out of. So yeah, it was really fun. It was a 1-day class that I took. And so So let me show you some more updates. Okay, next, I made some progress on Godzilla, which I think is actually noticeable progress. So let me hold them up. None of this is ironed as usual. So I filled in the sky. So the sky is all filled in except for those spatters that you're seeing. And then I started over here the fill in. Well, I did a lot of the fill in down at the bottom. And then over here, I started the fill in on Godzilla right here. So that's what that, so all of what you're seeing is this cream and crazy colors is all going to be this like tan color. Yeah, so he's some progress. And then I have a dress rehearsal coming up soon in Chicago. So this will get some more work during that because this is good, like semi-dark stitching because I don't need the pattern and it's Ada and I've already made so many mistakes that I don't care if it has a janky stitch or two at this point. Well, there you have it. Oh, here's that. This is that wad of bubble trim that I bought. I'll try to put a link for it. It was 10 yards of pom-pom trim ball lace. I think it cost me like $2. So, it's a good deal. And especially if you do your own dyeing, then that would be a decent deal. I've done some work on my Mirabilia Tree of Hope, which I did mostly this kind of tree, that plant next to the dress. So I've got that's the most where I've done the most progress is right there. Um, I'm uh, I'm struggling with that part. It's not the least interesting part. So it's kind of eating my vegetables, as I've heard people call it. I kind of want to just get to the pretty stuff again and do the skin, but I'm still trying. I think I haven't decided about the 1/1 thing yet. I've tried it a couple times and it just looks horrible. So I'm going to try a little sample again in the corner, see if I like it. Otherwise, I'm just going to do the 2/2 and not torture myself with skills I don't seem to have at this point. Oh, here's another one. Here's the Mill Hill. This has been my meeting project. This is the mushroom. What is it called? Autumn collection, red cap mushroom. So I'm in the beading phase right now. I managed to screw up. I transposed beads though. I was supposed to use these beads for these spots and these spots for these beads, but whatever. I can some of these Mill Hill kits that just say like yellow, light yellow, cream yellow. I can't like how are you supposed to tell? You just have to guess. So I clearly guessed wrong and didn't realize it until it was too late. It's okay. It'll be fine. So yeah, I'm working on that. That's been my office one. I need to come up with a better way to store these in my bag, though, because I've been keeping these in my purse, but it's starting to like the paper, perforated paper is really starting to get beat to hell on the edges. So I'm wondering if I need to get like a little more secure bag to put this secure bag for my bag so I can keep it from getting so beat up. I mean, all of that will get cut off, but still. Here is I've done some more work, minuscule amounts of work, but some on Deadly Aquarium. Um, I worked on the coral some more. This coral. Oh, geez, it's hard to this coral right here. I've done more work over there. Slowly but surely, I will finish this eventually. And this again is on Ada that I dyed. I think it's 16 count Ada that I dyed. And I'm doing 2 threads. It might even be 18 count Ada. It looks pretty chunky. Oh, this was the floss card from the Tiny Modernist floss card that I need to put back. Here is the Briar by Sprouting Lupine. I've done a little bit more work on this. Doing more of that border. Yeah, not a lot of work, but a little bit. And it's nearing. Hopefully I'll get that done soon because I like that one. And then I also did these are all, and here's my flosses for that on this pretty thing. Ugh, but so much. Stopped smelling great though. It used to smell amazing, and now it just smells like normal wood as opposed to fresh cut wood. This is Thirza Goes Goth, and I've done about like a few more leaves. Mistake. But this is also I think this is the 18 count Ada that I ice dyed. And I of course was totally meaning to do more ice dyeing with the snow and then completely forgot, and now we have no snow again. Although it just snowed a little bit, but it's melted again. So I have to wait again for the next snowstorm to do more ice dyeing, and that's Hemlock and Rye Stitchery. So I was trying to touch in the last month, tried to like do some work on a bunch of my whips, as well as some new starts. So I tried to pull everything out. This one I've made a decent amount of progress on recently. Um, and that is the Artsy Housewife Within a Dream, which is a was a Patreon exclusive. So I really have worked a bunch more on this border and started to do the fill in around the letters and stuff. So this is fun. This has been actually really satisfying because once you get the black around it, then it's just like block stitching. So it was good. I was like watching some cozy mysteries. And this is on 18 count Rustico Ada, which I like actually. Yeah. And I'm using the DMC conversion for that. Yes, 18 count Rustico. Oh no, Moss. Thank you. Oh no, here's a new start I forgot all about. One of the things is during Thanksgiving, when my mother was here during Thanksgiving, we went to the days after we went to what is the name of that store? Oh, Bee-yootiful Stitch Sip and Stitchery in Roscoe. I took her there. And then I brought her over the dark side because she's a big embroiderer, but she ended up coming home with a frosted tiny town pattern and some Ada. I think 18 count Ada, which she probably regrets and she probably should have gotten 14, but and she's been working on it, enjoying it. But I mean, she's the one who taught me how to cross stitch, but I had to remind her how to do all this stuff because she had been so long and she'd only been doing embroidery. So yeah. But while there, I was bad and I bought this pattern, Samplers and Primitives Winter Wind, which I just thought was so I remember when this came out, and I think this was a fall market pattern, and I just thought, well, that's beautiful, and also interesting that it's like kind of holiday winter, but has a bit of Christmas. It has like flying reindeer, but it's not like Santa or Christmas colors. So I bought that and bought fabric there and immediately started it. And so let me tell you, the fabric is I lost the little TIG. Where's my little notebook? See, this notebook is already coming in handy. I just buried it. Seriously? Okay. Oh, Jesus, it's right in front of me. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is 36 count. I think it's my first time on 30. Well, maybe not. I think I have one other project that's 36 count. It's like a pin drum. 36 count pumpkin patch by Manny Didana, and it was a fat eighth. And this is my start. Sorry, it's super wrinkled. Um, let's see if I can get it so it's prettier. Oh, you can barely see that because the fold is right where it's a little better. And I used some of the called for, but subbed in some cottage garden threads because the store has a bunch of the cottage garden threads. And so this was using a lot of DMC and some classic Colorworks overdyes, but some of the DMCs I subbed in the cottage garden colors because I thought it would be prettier because it would give a little variation. There's lots of like mostly for this like where this like border is all I subbed in a cottage garden. I'll show you the flosses. Yeah, I mean here's the floss card for it now. There's those, and then here's the classic Colorworks for it, which it's this one's Creeping Jenny, which I totally already had, and I rebought it like a big dummy. I have to get a better system. And then I had this Forest Glade, and then it's a pair of scissors hanging from it. I keep my stuff like an animal here. I also was using some there's some cream in it that I'm instead of using the cream DMC, I'm using MPI silk on it because it just sews nicer. Yes, MPI needlepoint silk. Anyhow, so that's a new start. And it's going pretty fast actually. So I feel like I only worked on it for 3 days, and that's progress of 3 days. So um, and I don't mind the 36 count in the light color here, so perhaps I will try it again, but I don't know. Other progress was I made some progress on Weeds and Wildflowers by Artsy Housewife. Half of my projects are all Artsy Housewife related. And this is the box from the Carolyn's Sal birthday Sal from Roxy Flosco. So this is all the Roxy Flosco flosses. So I worked more in that like kind of lotus flower or whatever that is. Did some more in that. This is fun. And this there that's satisfying. I like Artsy Housewife has satisfying stitching because it just once you get it, it's just you lock in. No idea where those cottage garden flosses went. That's oh wait, maybe they're in here. Yeah, here's the one I subbed. This apricot I subbed in for the one color. That's the one I subbed in. Okay. So that was another new start and another whip. And I think that is all for whips I've touched since the last. Yes, that's all for the whips I've touched. So I have some haul to share, and part of it is plans related too. So I'll do that. What first is the thing I'm about to start, I think. I haven't decided if this is the fabric I'm going to use or if I'm going to dye something. But I bought a bunch of three patterns from this is Jet X Stitch, Jessica, I don't is Doze, I don't know, Doise. I bought Cherry Magpie, I bought the Beholder one, and then one other one that's like kind of long, like hangs. I can't remember the name of it. And I just love this pattern. I thought I had something that was more like this color purple, but I didn't. I had this one. I thought maybe this was like a opalescent that I dyed. But now I'm thinking I went and bought some purple and pink grit dye. So I think I'm just gonna dye another piece of fabric I have to try to get this color and then start. But I got all the flosses, a couple subbed in because I went and bought flosses, but some of the flosses were out that I needed. So I tried to just pull from stash as much as possible. So I have all the flosses pulled, either this fabric or I'm going to dye a new fabric. And then, but this is what I'm going to start. Very tried to start the other day, but I just had some second thoughts on the fabric. So I might try to dye something next week and see if I like it better. Yes, I'll be starting that. So that's a purchase and a haul. I went to took my mom to we went to Witchery Stitchery in Mount Horeb, where I bought a bunch of my stuff before too. And I picked up this little pattern, which I thought was really cute, Fragments in Time, Summer House, Stitchworks. I just like this little, I thought it was a nice little small, um, yeah. And I had a bunch of the floss colors already and thought this would be a nice little baby pattern. And I also picked up some they had some like cast off linen for real, like $1 a piece. So I bought these little linens. Hopefully something will work. I think this one will work for this one, but we'll see. So that was a very very small. I think I even talked my mother into buying these for me, so I didn't even have to pay for these. Little haul there. Oh, I have this. I think I talked about this last time that I purchased this sweater vest weather pattern from Lindy Stitches. And so this is something I plan to start. I think I just need to pull the there's fabric and in here I just need to pull the floss colors for it, which I think I have them all. So that's another plan. I also picked up this pattern and the floss pack. This is a Classic Colorworks fall thread pack. I mean, that pattern is so cute. So I'm definitely going to start this and use this fabric. Actually, that one of these might be good for this too. So this is another haul and plan. So I need another chicken pattern at all times. I'm planning to do this one too. This is another Patreon from Artsy Housewife. This is one I picked up at the thrift store. I don't think I've shown this yet. I got this for $1.99 and it is a DMC. I thought just it was really sweet. And it comes with the linen and the DMC floss, and it's by Lenart, made in Holland. So this is a foreign kit. I haven't checked to see if it's in Dutch. The back has both English and Dutch. Let us investigate. What I haven't even opened it yet. I just was like, this is exciting. Oh, it even has some like silver threads in here. I mean, I'm gonna have to figure out these thread colors, which is gonna be like a nightmare. Um, and the linen, nice and crunchy. And doesn't say where the linen's from. Oh, yeah, it totally is in Dutch. Is it hot Kullerton tussen de something? Two gotchas. I don't know. I cannot speak Dutch, so it's gonna be amazing. So helpful. But the pattern will be. Luckily, cross stitch is universal. The symbols are easy enough too. Yeah, it looks like old school hand drawn too. It's nice and big. It's a huge chart. That's huge. So, um, yeah, it's all. I mean, I can figure this out. I can use here's the color charts. Oh my gosh, brune beige. Yeah, but there's the English in here. I don't know. It'll be fun. We'll try it out. It's kind of like a little. It's kind of got a North Horeb vibe to it too. So I don't know. For $1.99, it was worth it just for the linen, frankly, and it's CMC thread. So that's a pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh no. And it came with a needle, everything I need. So I was a thrift haul. Then I bought these from Thread the Needle Stitchery in Greenville, Tennessee. They had a discount. They had like some sort of sale. I think it might have been Black Friday where it was like 20% off or something. So I went and bought some more cottage garden thread packs, which these were $22. This one was 22. This one was 10. So I don't know. I mean, I just really like cottage garden threads and thought, well, I can use these. They have they're pretty and yeah, I just thought I could mix them in to add for my stash to sub in when I want to do a fancy floss. And then I got some two classic color works. These are Athena's monthly floss packs. I got these that has some different flosses in them. Another one and one more. So oh sorry, it's all greens. But I thought so I'm just trying to build up my stash so I can pull from stash of some more fancy flosses. This is more from when I went to Beautiful Stitchery. I bought, oh, sorry, I've already unwound. There's another cottage garden, which I thought I was going to use this in the winter wind, but it's too close to the fabric color, so it just looks naked. It's very pretty though, so I'm sure I'll use it in something else. Uh it'll look great on a darker fabric, I think, or on white too. I got this one too. That was very pretty, Frankie. And it's got a Christmas one that I thought I could use for like a one color piece to make like a little, ornament or something, and just let the color variations do the work for me, make me look fancier than I actually am. Besides, when you buy something from them, they give you a little project card so you can fill out all your little information, which I thought was kind of sweet. It's a good idea. Oh, I got a stamp card. So I did some damage there. They gave a couple free patterns. They did a little Christmas sampler pattern. And then they had Needle Bling Designs had a trunk show there, and I bought this pattern. I thought that was cute. I like the little houses and the reindeer, and I thought I could actually leave off the words and make it kind of like in the same shape as a tiny town sampler, and like even make it into a pin drum. I thought it'd be really cute as a little pin drum with the reindeer and the houses. So yeah, I might change the colors of it to make it more like tiny modernist palette, like so perky, like perky color houses. Like if I did that all in like a mint house and a pink house and a turquoise house, I thought it'd be really cute. But I think I had said this last time, but I had ordered some patterns from Lindy Stitches that had arrived. Um, I used up a bunch of I had some shop cash that I had to get rid of, or I wanted to get rid of. And like I said, more like making me feel better shopping, was happening, which, Cross Stitch the Globe, Stephanie has a good, like, how to use your shop cash one, which I needed no, enabling. I already knew how to do that, but if you don't, it's really helpful and useful. So here's what I ordered. I ordered some more blue flower. This one I just I'm all about stitching critters. And I also really like this quote too. I have a bathroom. One of my bathrooms is kind of got like a dark academia kind of vibe about it, but a little perkier color scheme. And I thought this could be fun in there, but I also just like I literally just bought this. Let me take this out. I pretty much bought this because of the possum. Like, give me a possum on a pattern, and I'm like, what? Yes, please. But this one not only has possums, but a badger, but also look at those, look at the the possum with the baby possums on top. I mean, shut up. That is so cute. Plus a badger and a fox. I mean, I just it's like peanut butter on my chocolate, this pattern right here. I just couldn't resist it. Um, my dog, my dog is scratching. He's in front of the computer, scratching, shaking the bed. I also bought this chubby squirrel. It's so cute. This is Jeanette Douglas. I think I mentioned these. I bought all of the animal crackers that are all the gothy animal crackers, Dr. Raven, um, Bones, and oh, that's not it. And I bought the other one that has the bunny with the mask too. So these are definitely on my to-do list for the year. I want to get the right fabric to do them all in the same one. So it asks for 35 count weeks dye works Confederate gray linen. So I might just get, I don't know if I'll get the exact one, but because I've heard weeks dye works is a little tight, so I don't know if I want that. But I just need to get a big enough piece so I can do them all of the spooky ones on the same piece. So this is definitely on my plans list for the year is all of those. Here's one more blue flower I just thought was just gorgeous. Night Walk Down. Another beautiful, beautiful one that I'd like to do. And one more. I went blue fire crazy this autumn bee. It's so pretty. So yeah. Um, and then let me get this bag. So much, it's so much shopping. It's really, really not good. Okay, what else? All right, so some of this is from back when I went to the quilt show and then couldn't find the bag of stuff I bought. This is one of the things I couldn't find. And it is this is from that French embroidery place, applique paste. And I love this little like fall enchanted forest pattern. And it comes with all the little felts, and so you embroider it on. So yeah, so I need to do that. Um, that'll be fun when I can get to that. Um, this is a big piece of fabric. It's a whole cloth piece that I bought at a used fabric place. It was $20. I thought could be really cool backing for a quilt. Um, these were a bunch of thread. These are needle minders. I was like, where did these go? They're so cool. Um, I bought this little block. I think they must have thrown this in because I don't remember buying this. So she must have just thrown this in. It's very cute though. It's got little polar blade bears on it. Look at how cute. Um, be good for a quilt. I think I must. Maybe I did buy that, and it just went. It's going to go on a tote bag. Okay, but here's. I got this seam ripper for $15. Look at how adorable it is. I just like a blingy seam. Like I can tell you who made these in a second, but a blingy seam ripper. Come on now. This is from a company called Blow Your Minder at blowyourminder.com. And these are the needle minders that I got. I'm obsessed. First of all, the cryptozoology one. I mean, I'm all about it's got a Mothman on it, it's got a Yeti on it. Um, it looks like a like some sort of Loch Ness. I don't looks like a fish man, some sort of creature from the Black Lagoon. A chicken wearing galoshes. I'm pretty sure I've seen these on AliExpress, but still, it's. And then the last one is a drawing that she did, and that is the twin flames. It's Morticia and Gomez. I mean, I'm obsessed. Aren't they so cool? I mean, I don't even use needle minders, and I'm like, I need to have these. So, because I usually don't stitch in a hoop, but who knows? Maybe I'll change my mind. I mean, this might change my mind. Plus this. So these are from blowyourmind.com. Highly recommend. I'm upset. Like it's just so beautiful. I was really upset when I couldn't find these for the longest time, then finally found them in a bag, hiding in the corner. Um, so yes, what else did I buy? So some more things I bought at that. This was this is some Japanese fabric I bought from the Japanese booth. Um, oh, I think it is. I think that's where I got it. And then I got the Tulip Pink embroidery book, and this was on like super clearance for like I think I got it for like $5. And this is a beautiful book. It has all sorts of it's like freehand embroidery stuff, but it's got the patterns in it. So I mean I can put these on things. I'm like I kind of want to like embrace my like middle-agedness by embroidering a jean jacket because I feel like that's kind of like what you have to do when you turn 50, which I will be turning 50 this year. This is a pattern I got cameos for quilts. So pretty, very cool. And let me get the rest of the quilt fabric. This was just a wad of Tulip Pink Alice in Wonderland fabric that I got, and another Tulip Pink Alice in Wonderland one that I have some of this, but I didn't have these two colors, and I got these really cheap. They were like $1 each. These I bought at these were from the Blue Bar Quilt in Madison that we went to after we went to Witchery Stitchery one day. And I bought a bunch of like fat quarters of this is Tulip Pink. I don't remember which one. If this is not from Wild, it's I don't remember the other one. So there's some of the neons. I love these neon solids. And then I got this one. Love that one too. The stripes. Another one. This is from the line work one, I think. And oh, here's another one. Just like remnants of back where this has schmutz all over it. I don't know what's all over it. Some more of these just for making Tulip Pink related quilts. And project bags. Here was a remnant. This was for $6 and it has some Tulip Pink fabric in it and some I don't remember that this one I like too. I can't remember if that's Tilda, maybe. Um, and then I got these. So I think these are, I don't know if are these Tildas. I can't remember. And then I got these are from uh um not Cotton and Seal, the new one. What they are now. I can't think of the name of it. Um Ruby Star. I think there's a Ruby Star Society ones. I think it's the Juicy, maybe. Or maybe it's Allison Glass. I don't know. I can't even remember anymore. Anyways, about those. So those were some quilt fabrics I picked up that I'm gonna do something with, maybe make project bags, some pillows, that sort of thing. Last, I think this might be the last, is I had to go return some costumes that I borrowed for Pride and Prejudice at the university and pick up some costumes for Cinderella at American Players Theater, which is in Spring Green, which happens to be where Sampler is. So I just happened to stop there as well. And I next door to Country Sampler, they have there's a nice like kind of old school general store which has like clothes and art supplies and yarn and school supplies and just a bunch of rent candy, that kind of thing. And they are retiring, so they're closing the store and everything was on like crazy sale, which I had only stopped in there just because I had some coats in the window that I thought, oh, my mom might like that. It's kind of like my mother likes to think she lives in Texas and or Arizona in some sort of Southwest art village. So they had those kind of like Southwestern, like married to a cowboy kind of coats. So, and they were 50% off. So I bought her a really nice one so she can pretend she is going to like a wine tasting in Santa Fe. But they had Malabrigo yarn for 50% off, and I was like, shut up and take my money. So I'm like, I haven't even been knitting very much lately, but I was like, I absolutely have to, I can't like walk away from discount Malabrigo. So I bought more yarn than I don't need in a bunch of, I mean, just like can't, I couldn't it really was like I had to rescue it. So I got these and some thick wools to go with it to make some hats and scarves. for people. And then I went next door to a country sampler and purchased some presents for my mother for Christmas. I bought her some fabric because they sell fabric there and then they sell cross stitch stuff. So I know she likes the fabric they have there. So I bought her like a sample pack of fabric like this. That was like this was $25. I bought this one for me because I like this Wisconsin one in there and a bunch of nice neutrals that I thought I could use to like like this ticking kind of stuff would be good inside of bags and stuff. So and I like I wanted that Wisconsin one to make a pillow or something. So I thought I'd make a pillow, do something out of it. It was cheap. I bought this and I also got her so I got her one of those and I also got her a wool pack, like a bunch of little like felted wool because she does a lot of wool applique. And I got her, yeah, so I got her those two things. And then I bought myself, this is a Stacy Nash beeswax with Little Witch on it. I just thought it was so cute. And this was half price. This was $8. So I love it. And then I bought myself yet another sampler kit. It's like a nightmare. What am I doing? So this is Hannah Ann Wallace 1850 by Thread with by Needle and Thread. Here's the colors on the back, and it comes with it was $65 and it comes with 32 count winter brew. Yeah, I just think it's beautiful. So that's two of these samplers that I have bought from them that I haven't started yet. So I'm cut off for a while until I start them. But yeah. Yeah, I think that is my haul. So plans beyond what I said, besides the Stacey Nash, the animal crackers, I need to start work on those samplers. I really just want to try to finish more things in general that I have, and I've made some progress on things. I have been I've been going through here and writing down all my projects that I have, and write. I know I'm missing some, and I need to go through and evaluate whether I want to even keep going on them, some of the ones, or just like forget it, start over, or just let it go. But I'm gonna try to really be good and not purchase more stuff for a while and just shop my stash and shop the patterns that I have because I have a bunch of them and most of the patterns that I have are things that I want to do, right? I only have a couple of like I purchased this before I knew what I was doing kind of things that I don't think I'm ever going to do anything from, but most of the things I want to do at least something from. So yeah, that's currently what I'm doing. I hope this wasn't horribly boring. And I hope I can get some more of these done on a regular basis. And I look forward to seeing all of your stitching and sharing more of my chaotic progress with you on my projects. So thanks for watching, and I hope you get some stitching done in your copious spare time. Thanks.